Wow, that was something. Well, that was my office, and it tried to make it all cinematic and stuff. So this is my second time around because I just tried the phone app with this, and I hit record, or so I thought, and I talked to the camera, and it wasn't doing a thing. So this will probably be not as good as the first one that I recorded that did not record. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about is this, because I started out with my office. 8 hours a day, 260 days a year, you spend working, at least. So do something that you love. That's it. Work is a big part of your life, and it will be for a very long time. And because of that, you got to make sure that it's something that when you get up in the morning, you might not say, yeah, I can't wait to get to work, which is great, but even then, you gotta at least wake up and say, oh, I don't mind going to work. It's gotta be something that you can believe in, something you can throw yourself in behind. And you're young now, so you're gonna have a lot of jobs, and you're gonna get, try to feel out, what it is you like and everything else. I often joke. I don't joke. I think it bothers me actually. You're supposed to get like 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleeping, and 8 hours of time, free time, but personal time. Like, I don't know why I only have 2 hours of personal time. It makes no sense, but nonetheless, you spend a lot of time working, as do I, as do most people. It's work is something that you have to do because, well, money makes the world go round, and everybody needs food and water and cars and houses and places to live and all that stuff, and you do that by working. That's my advice to you. Now, just because I say make sure you enjoy your work doesn't mean to do something easy. Like, I'm not suggesting that just to do something you love you have to be like a street poet or something. You could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be a salesman like me. I love my job. I love the freedom that it gives me. I love working with people. I love working with a team. I also like to work by myself sometimes, so it gives me all those things. And I'm very good at it, which is another thing as well. Find something you're good at, and it makes work much easier, obviously, when you're good at it. But when you're good at something, and it's usually because you enjoy it. It's hard to get really good at something when you don't really like it. And you'll probably find that in school too. You're going to do really well in some subjects because you like them, and then other subjects not so much, like me in my history class. Ugh, God, I hated that class. Anyway, find something that you love that you can really put yourself behind, and I think you'll find that, you're going to have a much happier life. I remember when I was young, I was working a job that I really hated. It was a good job, but I was miserable every day, and I didn't want to go to it. And I remember said, to my dad, to your grandpa, I said, I told him how miserable I was, and he says, well, quit. I'm like, well, what? I quit. He goes, yeah. He told me the same advice. He goes, life's too short to be miserable. He goes, quit and go find something else. Go do something, get another job. I was very lucky in the fact that, at least then I didn't need to work. I wasn't supporting my family or anything like that. But, yeah, and sure enough, and as luck, as always would happen, every time I went from one job to another, I always went up to going something better, something I enjoyed so much more, and further and more and more and more. And it was, made me much happier. And knowing that I had the support of my family to do that as well was a big difference, because I didn't have to feel like I was suffering. That's my advice to you. Find something that you really enjoy in life, get really good at it, and then figure out a way to get paid for it. And you will be much happier in the long run. Anyways, I love you.